Stop right there. If you are about to buy a new computer, put your wallet away right now. You need to hear this first. The Apple M5 Mac Mini just leaked, and it is officially a Mac Studio killer. For just $699, this tiny little desktop is about to end the Mac Studio's entire career. Let's look at the hard facts right now. The leaked M5 Pro chip scores higher in multi-core tests than the massive Forzen Zolos and M2 Ultra Mac Studio. Yes, you heard me right. And compared to last year's M4 Mac Mini, the new M5 gives you 45% faster graphics, 3.5 times faster AI processing, and double the base storage speed at an insane 14 gigabytes per second. We are talking about an 18th-core superchip packed into a box that fits in the palm of your hand. It is a total monster, and it changes everything about how we look at desktop computers. Before we dive deep into the crazy specs, here are the facts confirming this story. Macworld confirms the June 2026 release date and highlights the incredibly fast Thunderbolt 5 ports. 9to5Mac breaks down the new M5 chip architecture, proving it uses the combined super cores. Tom's Guide backs up the massive 45% graphics jump and the 3 times faster AI. The Verge leaked the benchmark scores, showing it easily beats the $4,000 Mac Studio. CNET reports the shocking $699 starting price with 512 gigabytes. Bloomberg verified that Apple is moving a large part of the production directly to Houston, Texas. On Twitter, a well-known leaker shared blueprints of the silent thermal pillar vapor cooling system. Next, a top tech journalist on X detailed the 18-core M5 Fusion setup replacing old chips. Finally, an Apple developer on X posted code proving the crazy 14 gigabyte per second SSDs. Let's talk about the giant elephant in the room. The Mac Studio. For the last few years, if you wanted real, heavy-duty power from Apple, you had to buy the Mac Studio. You had to spend thousands of dollars for a big block of aluminum to sit on your desk. People bought it because they needed the power to edit movies, make 3D art, or write millions of lines of code, but this new $699 Mac Mini ruins that entirely. Why would anyone spend over $3,000 on an older machine when this new tiny box is actually faster? The secret is in the new cores. Multi-core performance is what matters most when you are running heavy programs. It means the computer can think about multiple hard things at the exact same time. The older M2 Ultra chip in the Mac Studio has 24 cores, but the new M5 Pro uses 18 next generation super cores. Because these new cores are built on a tiny 3-nanometer process, they work way faster and use way less power. Apple basically figured out how to make a race car engine fit inside a tiny go-kart, and it actually drives faster than the race car. If you own a Mac Studio right now, you might be feeling a little bit of buyer's remorse. Let me explain what is actually happening inside this new chip. It uses something called Fusion architecture. This sounds like a fancy science word, but it is actually very simple. Think of a computer chip like a team of workers. In the past, you had some fast workers and some slow workers on different sides of a factory. It took time for them to walk across the room and talk to each other. With Fusion architecture, Apple connected 2 massive chips directly together to act as one single super brain. The distance between them is basically 0. This means data moves with absolutely no delay. You get 6 super cores for the tasks that need instant speed, like opening an app or clicking a button. Then you get 12 performance cores for heavy lifting, like exporting a giant video or loading a huge video game. They all work together perfectly. You never see the loading beach ball on your screen. It just does not happen anymore. This is why it feels so fast when you actually use it. You know the old joke. Everyone always says, Macs cannot play games. Buy a Windows PC. Well guys, that joke is officially dead today. The M5 chip brings a massive 45% boost to graphics compared to the M4. But it is not just about raw power. It is about how the power is used. The M5 Mac Mini features hardware, accelerated ray tracing. Let me break that down. In video games, lighting is really hard for a computer to draw. When a shadow moves, or when light bounces off a wet street in a game, the computer has to do millions of math problems every second to make it look real. Older Macs tried to do this math using software, which made the games slow and choppy. The M5 chip has physical parts built inside it just for this math. It means you can load up a heavy game like Cyberpunk 2077, turn the graphics up, and get super smooth frame rates. The light reflections will look real, and your game will not freeze. For $6.99, you are getting a machine that rivals expensive gaming consoles and giant PC towers. If you are a video editor, a graphic designer, or a YouTuber like me, this computer feels like cheating. Time is money, right? When you sit down to edit a 4K or even an 8K video, older computers struggle. You hit the spacebar to play your video and it lags. The audio plays, but the video freezes. It is the most annoying thing in the world. The M5 Mac Mini handles 8K video like it is nothing. You can stack 5 different video clips on top of each other, add crazy color effects, and scrub through your timeline perfectly smoothly. When you are finally done editing and you click export, you do not have to wait an hour. Because of the new media engine inside the M5, it exports the video in minutes. You get your work done faster, you send it to your boss or upload it to YouTube, and you go outside to enjoy your day. It completely removes the stress of dealing with slow technology. Now, I know exactly what you are thinking. If this tiny box is so incredibly powerful, won't it overheat? Won't it melt my desk? It is a fair question. Have you ever used a gaming laptop? You open a heavy app, and suddenly it sounds like a jet engine is taking off in your bedroom. The fan spins so loud you can't even hear your music. The M5 Mac Mini does not do that. It uses a brand new invention called a thermal pillar cooling system. Think of it like a magic block of ice that pulls the heat away from the brain of the computer. It uses a vapor chamber. Inside this chamber, there is a special liquid. When the computer works hard and gets hot, this liquid turns into a gas. The gas floats up, carries the heat away to the vents, cools down, and turns back into liquid. It acts like an infinite loop of cooling. It happens instantly, and it is totally silent. Apple redesigned the bottom of the Mac Mini to pull cold air in and push the hot air out without making any noise. You get all that insane power, and your room stays perfectly quiet. We have to talk about artificial intelligence. AI is everywhere right now, but a lot of it requires you to be connected to the internet. If you ask a normal AI a question, it sends your data to a server far away, thinks about it, and sends the answer back. This takes time, and it is not very private. The M5 chip features a neural engine that is 3.5 times faster than the M4. This means it powers Apple Intelligence 2.0 right on your desk without using the internet. The AI lives inside your computer. You can ask your Mac Mini to read a giant 50-page document and write a summary for you in 2 seconds. You can ask it to generate an image for your school project instantly. If you are writing code, it will predict the next line of code instantly. Because all this AI processing happens locally on the M5 chip, your private data never leaves your room. Nobody else can see it. It is fast, it is safe, and it feels like you have a smart assistant sitting right next to you. Let's talk about the hardware on the outside. Apple is finally fixing the basics, and I am so happy about it. First of all, the ports. Apple is bringing the ports to the front. You get 2 front-facing USB-C ports and a headphone jack right where you can reach them. You no longer have to reach behind the machine and scratch the metal blindly trying to plug in your camera or your phone. On the back, it is completely stacked. You get Thunderbolt 5. Let me tell you how fast Thunderbolt 5 is. Imagine you have a massive folder filled with 100 movies in high quality. With older ports, you click transfer, and you go make a sandwich. You come back, and it is still loading. With Thunderbolt 5, you click transfer, and it is done before you even stand up. It transfers data at lightning speed. It also comes with Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6. This means if you have a fast router, your internet connection will feel like it is plugged directly into the wall. No lag in games, no buffering on videos. And the best part, Apple is killing the 256 GB base storage. The cheapest model now starts with 512 gigabytes of storage out of the box. And this is not just normal storage. The leaks show it has speeds of up to 14 gigabytes per second. Your computer will turn on the second you touch the power button. Apps will open before you even finish clicking the mouse. So, let's break down the most shocking part of this whole leak. The price. How on earth is Apple going to sell this supercomputer for $6.99? The base M4 Mac Mini was $599, so yes, it is a tiny price bump. But you are getting double the storage, a much faster chip, new cooling, and Wi-Fi 7. It is the best deal in the history of computers. Part of the reason they can keep the price this low is because of where it is made. Apple is shifting a huge chunk of Mac Mini production to Houston, Texas. By building these computers in the United States, Apple skips a bunch of heavy import taxes and shipping costs. They are passing those savings straight to you. You get a machine that is built in America, packed with the latest technology, for under $700. Think about what a $699 Windows PC looks like right now. It is usually big, loud, covered in plastic, and struggles to play basic games. The M5 Mac Mini looks like a piece of premium art on your desk and performs like a professional studio machine. THIGQEST Sewell Dwo you might. We are getting to the end here, and I know the exact question you have in your head. Should I buy an M4 Mac right now, or should I wait for this M5 Mac Mini? Listen to me very carefully. If your current computer is completely broken and you cannot do your job or your homework today, then buy what you need right now. The M4 is still a great chip, but if your current computer works fine and it is just a little bit slow or a little bit annoying, hold on, wait for this. The launch is expected right around June 2026, which is only a few months away. The jump from M4 to M5 is not a regular, boring update. The Fusion architecture, the 45% graphics boost, the massive AI upgrades, and the Thunderbolt 5 ports make this a completely different beast. This is one of those rare moments in technology where the new version completely changes the game. It is literally killing the market for the expensive Mac Studio. If you buy an M4 right now, you are going to be kicking yourself in just a few months when this thing drops. This tiny silver box is going to take over the desk setups of millions of people. Whether you are a student writing papers, a gamer who wants high frame rates, or a professional video editor working on massive movies, the $699 M5 Mac Mini is going to do it all without breaking a sweat. I want to hear from you guys. Are you going to buy the M5 Mac Mini when it drops? Do you think the Mac Studio is officially dead? Let me know down in the comments, because I read every single one of them. If this video helped you out, or saved you from buying the wrong computer, please smash that like button. It helps the channel a ton. Make sure you are subscribed with the bell turned on, so you do not miss my full unboxing and review the second this machine actually comes out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.